Good morning, and I want to talk to you today about some personal development because I love this quote, to be an entrepreneur means that it's personal development with a paycheck. So today is all about some essential core values that you need to be successful. Oops, and I forgot. And I want to give credit, they're taken from this book, Mike Dillard, and one whole chapter is dedicated to this about core values that we need to have as an entrepreneur in order to be successful. So it's Mindset Monday, and so welcome, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So welcome. If you're joining me live, please say hello, tell me where you're coming from, and on the replay too, because I'd love to shout out to you afterwards. And if we haven't met before, my name is Dodd, and I'm here to inspire, encourage, train you whatever way I can so that you can bring your business online and leverage the power of social media so that you don't have to chase after anybody, but instead attract people to you. You become the hunted instead of the hunter. So welcome. So today's all about some core values. So the first one, and I want to give special credit to Mike Dillard for this. It comes from his book, which is available now again, and he has a fantastic story, and this is the granddaddy of how everything started about attraction marketing. This is all about core attraction marketing, how to become the hunted instead of the hunter. And so, but to be there, we need to have this mindset, because if we don't have this attitude and this mindset, then we won't be successful. So it starts with ourselves and then how we put ourselves out there. So the first one is to forget about the money, and then the money will come. It's all about giving value, so that the money is the byproduct of how we help people. And that's so key. So people get into this business maybe for the wrong reasons. They're after, some extra income, but it's all about helping people. We're looking to solve problems. And so if your purpose for being there is to help people solve problems, then the rest will follow, because it's trust-based, and so your reputation is your business. So it's a long-term approach. So that's number one. So there's about 13 of these, but they're quite quick, so I'm gonna just quickly go through them. So the second one is always to deliver what you promise. Integrity. Don't over exaggerate what it is that you're delivering, and deliver on time or before. So as we go through these, let me know, how you feel about these, if you have any ideas, and just think about, okay, am I already there? Is this something that I do already? Or perhaps there's some growing there. And maybe there's something that relates to you, and maybe it doesn't. So think about that as we go through. And number 3 is something that you've probably heard of quite a few times. It's being authentic and real. It does take time to do this, and it does take time to really be ourselves on there. It takes a lot of courage to tell your story, for sure. And so it's a work in progress, especially for me. I know I'm certainly working on it. Talk about the good and the bad, your journey. We don't want to be that fast talking salesperson. That's certainly a turnoff for me. People want to buy from somebody that they trust. So definitely be authentic and real. And number 4 is to deliver 10 times more value. So over deliver, especially if it's a first impression, or this is the first time you're contacting someone. over deliver. It's all about the value. That is so important. And number 5 is never make decisions based on money. Your prime motivation should not be the money. Make a decision based on what people need. You know, what's the best interest of your customer? You know, what's right for them, so that there's some value behind it. And the next one is making decisions for the long term. You know, that goes with, you know, this takes time. So if it's not the right people, then it's just a headache. So you don't want just anybody jumping in, joining your team. You want a quality person, because otherwise, you know, if it's the wrong person, they're just going to be there for a very short time and then they're going to leave anyway. So you want that right person. So don't go for, you know, the right now. Go for the long term. It take time to find those right people. And sometimes that takes time. And number 7 is when you mess up, and you probably will, because we are all human and we do it, admit it and apologize. I'm reading a book right now, and it's about a detective, and this is one of his mottos is, you know, to admit when you've made a mistake. And it makes such a difference. If you try to hide it, then you're a liar, and you want people to forgive and respect you if you acknowledge your mistakes. And I know, you know, if you're lying about it, then it's a lie on a lie on a lie kind of thing, and it doesn't feel right. So it's so much better when you just own up and say, yeah, I did that and it was wrong or whatever. People appreciate it, and it feels so much better, clears the air, rather than forcing a lie on people. Okay, and number 8 is providing the best customer service possible. Think about how you would like to be treated, how you make other people feel. That's what is key. How do you feel, and how do you want to be treated? That's how you should be treating it. And number 9, this is an interesting one, standing up for what you believe in. So be proud of this industry, be proud of your journey, and rather than trying to please everybody and flip-flopping around depending on, you know, who you're talking to, be yourself with your own values. And I was just listening to another mentor. Her name's Rosalind, and she even has a t-shirt that says, "I'm not for everyone." And I just love that, because that's so correct, is we are not for everybody. So everybody is not your target. So find your own tribe, find the people that resonate with you, and those are the ones you want to attract. But in order to do that, you have to be yourself. So it kind of goes along with being real and authentic. Don't be afraid to, you know, be yourself. Not everyone's going to agree with you, and that's okay. Just be yourself. And if what goes with that too is you can have possibly some negative posts that it happens every once in a while. You get something that happens, you know, in the conversation, and it could be negative. Take the high road, you know. If it's possible, you might want to educate. Sometimes it's a miscommunication. Maybe educate them privately in a message, or maybe it's just, this goes into another point, is if it's just a bad egg, then ban them. Hide that customer. You know, if they just want to cause trouble just for their own fun, then, you know, don't engage in that and just ban them. Okay, and so that runs also into another point, is not burning your bridge. You know, that short-sightedness, just word gets around, creates a bad reputation. So don't burn your bridges, just stay on the high road. And along with that, another point is not to argue with the customer. Again, because you can't please anybody. Don't make them, wrong and you're right kind of thing. If there's possible, find a solution or give them a refund. There could be all kinds of things going on in their life. Okay, and so we're just getting to the very end, and the very last point is thanking your mentors. And this is so key, because we can't build our business alone, and especially we always need to acquire new skills, and we can't do that alone. So let those people who have impacted your life and made a difference for you, let them know. And I know there's so many mentors and folks that, I thank all the time whenever I have an opportunity, because they have made a huge difference, in my growth and my journey. And you just, it's incredible, what I have learned in this journey. And to all the people out there, Helen Martin and all the people at Elite Marketing Pro, all the mentors there, I truly thank you very much, because that it's made such a huge difference. And it's just wonderful just to boost people up and, acknowledge, all the good that they have done. So that's what I have for you today. And I look forward to seeing you again on Wednesday at approximately 9 a.m. Pacific time in Canada. And until then, have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.